What's up, YouTube? This is Jay the Panther, back with a video, and today's video is actually gonna be my discussion of the DC fandom event. Again, I was gonna do, I want to talk to you guys about this because I feel like it's very, very important. This is gonna be kind of a longer video, but I feel like it's important for me to address it. This is not gonna be like a quick couple minutes type thing, and I feel like it's very important because of what I've seen and what the lineup is and stuff like that. And I just feel like it's very, very important for me to address it. So we're about to get into it right now. So here's the thing, right? When it came to the DC fandom event, I personally thought it was pretty good. I thought it was really, really good. Like, I'm talking about, if I'm comparing it last year to Comic-Con, Disney 23 or whatever it is, I thought this was way better. You feel me? Because the problem is that Marvel, we're going to talk about Marvel a lot, you feel me? But let's talk about the DC event, right? The DC fandom event, it was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, for a live stream, doing it real quick, whatever, they really came out there banging. Like, they didn't play no games. They're like, yo, we got the Snyder Cut, we got Wonder Woman 2, we got Aquaman 2, we got Shazam 2, we got freaking Black Adam. And that's the thing with Black Adam, they only use concept art. They didn't shot any footage. They just used concept art, and I was like, bro, this was really, really good for a concept art trailer. I was like, damn, this was pretty good. The Rock did. You could tell that they called The Rock to do some voice acting work. They probably edited it in like their homes or whatever it is. But bro, they did a good job. So whoever did that concept art work for that trailer, it was pretty good. So you got to give credit where it's due. So Black Adam's coming out. I said Aquaman 2, Suicide Squad. Also, a Static Shock movie is coming into production. That's really good because at least you have a black original superhero, which I'm really, really happy about. It's about time you get a black superhero that's in development. And I think, Static Shock's good. I think he's like a D-list character, whatever. But to have your own black original superhero, because they saw that money with Black Panther, they're like, yo, we got another black superhero, you feel me? And DC has more black superheroes than Marvel. Also, the Batman trailer, I know people were mixed with it. Most people liked it. I thought it was interesting. I mean, Robert Pattinson as Batman, I could see it. With Robert Pattinson, he still has the Twilight thing. This could possibly break it if he executes it and does it really, really. If Robert Pattinson does a really, really good job at it, he could be a really good Batman and possibly break out from that Twilight type thing, maybe. But it depends on how good of a job and performance he does. You feel me? But this Batman feels more of a younger detective Batman. You don't really see him with the money and the cars and all that shit. You see him more doing detective type of work. You feel me? And this is more of a young, like, detective type Batman. So, and then it was like Suicide Squad, Killed the Justice League video game. Then you have some stuff with the comics. I think, well, you got like a black DC comic book universe, stuff like that. But anyway, the point I'm trying to say is that they came out with heat and they came out with fire. And in my personal opinion, I can't lie to you, like the Snyder Cut, the trailer, it looked good, it looked dope. I was like, yo, this is fire. This is way more interesting than, what Marvel's putting out, especially right now. This is the Justice League we wanted, you feel me? And you could tell that the Justice League we saw a couple years ago, and again, I can't be on that Snyder Cut thing because I wasn't fighting for the Snyder Cut. I wanted it. I was like, I knew the movie that we got was all bullshit. But again, I was looking at it from a business point of view. I was like, okay, the Snyder Cut is not coming out because from a business point of view, Warner Bros. Is not going to release it, but AT&T fought for it. But this Snyder Cut, it looks fire. It looks dope. I mean, this is with Darkseid looking badass, Steppenwolf. I'm like, holy shit, this is the movie we should have got. But you could tell that Warner Bros. Want to go in there, make it kiddie, family friendly, change everything up, blah blah blah. Ray Fisher as Cyborg. You could tell he has the football thing. Like, you could tell it was the Flash. Like, there's so much more that we missed. Superman with the black suit. Like, you could tell there was so much more coming in. Then we have the Flash movie. We have Michael Keaton coming back. We got the Ben Affleck, Batman's coming back. Like, it's going to be confusing having all three Batmans. That's number one. But overall, I'm trying to say is that they came out with some heat. And the problem is with Marvel, right? With Marvel, let's be honest. I'm more excited for DC right now than Marvel. Because let's just keep it 100, right? Marvel's lineup last year was very, very shitty, very underwhelming, and very disappointing. I don't care if you're a Marvel fan. Even all the Marvel bitches and the DC hoes, you know what I mean? The DC hoes, the DC fans are attacking the Marvel fans, blah, 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 last night and blah, blah, blah. The Marvel fans are quiet. Disney's quiet. Like, I don't care, man. Like, your lineup is not that good. And the problem is they put most of these TV shows and movies in production. So you guys can't go back on this shit. Now, you guys don't have a big, like, only one you have is Black Panther. Your $1 billion guarantee hit is Black Panther. Captain Marvel made money because they put her 1 month before Endgame. And in my personal opinion, Marvel's lineup is weak. What? Like, think about it. Like, it's like, to me, Marvel's just gonna go super SJW woke. What? You guys, what? You got fucking Eternals that no one ever heard of, like 2 guys kissing, like, oh, that's supposed to, like, people really want to see that in a superhero. 2 guys kiss and bang each other in a superhero movie. Like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Like, you know, you're pandering, you're race swapping, you're gender swapping. You got Tessa Thompson as the first LBGT superhero. I mean, we should be hearing about the superhero movie, not this other bullshit. Tessa, now informed of being a female Thor, you know, Hawkeye as a woman, She-Hulk, we got freaking Captain Marvel as the new Iron Man. It's like freaking ridiculous, man. It just seems like they're checking boxes and more about getting woke rather than tell a story. Shang-Chi, the only reason why they're doing Shang-Chi because they want money from from China. That's really it. They don't give a fuck. If they really did, they would have put this around phase 2 or phase 3. I have no problem having an Asian superhero. Why are you doing this in phase 4? You should have done this in like phase 3 and phase 2. You could have put him right after Iron Man freaking 3 and then go from there, you feel me? But instead they want to be on some bullshit, you feel me? And right now China really ain't caring with them because they have some issues and blah 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 with the actor and saying he's not Asian enough because he's a Canadian Asian, Chinese Asian, all this other bullshit, right? So Marvel's lineup is not good. Only one you have is Black Panther. And all the movies that we care about going forward, we'll have to wait. Like X-Men Fantastic Four, they fucked them up so much that I really don't give a shit about them like that. You feel me? Guardian Galaxy 3, we gotta wait. Ant-Man 3, we gotta wait. Black Panther 2, we gotta wait. Captain Marvel 2, we're just hearing, oh my god, we have a black woman as Captain Marvel director and all that bullshit. I'm like, that's it. Like, we're hearing more about woke shit rather than tell us about good superhero story. And this is something I was telling you guys as well. I feel like right now Marvel's the king, but that crown is going down, you feel me? My Hero Academia is the second popular TV show in America. It might be able to take that crown. DC's getting their shit together, just putting out banger after banger after banger after banger, banger. And Marvel's just doing all this bullshit. And I understand we got COVID and Corona and stuff like that, but you guys have Falcon Winter Soldier film most of it, and like, you know, I know you have only 9 days left of film, but that's like 95% of the movie done. You tell me TV show done. So you tell me you guys came and throwing out like a 30-second, 2-minute trailer to get people hyped. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like Marvel and Disney's like, we announced all this stuff, we got the fans in the bag, blah, blah, blah. But you got to keep the fan base interested. You got to keep these YouTubers interested. You got to keep up with, you know, like if you want to keep the buzz going on, the general public really is not getting hyped with the movies going forward. You feel me? People get more hype up for the DC movies. And also with DC, unlike Marvel, DC has no problem going dark and demonic. And I think they realized after Birds of Prey and the Snyder, you know, them fucking up with Snyder's vision, is that they can make more money. They can beat Marvel, or at least compete with Marvel, because they're going after that 18 to like 49 demographic. And you'll get some like middle school and like teenagers and stuff like that. But the family-friendly, kiddie, like Marvel, popcorny, Disney family, you're not getting that audience. But if you want like the 13 and older, 18 and older, 18 and 29 demographic, with the vision you guys are doing, it's going to work. And you're still going to have normies jumping into it. Like, oh my god, I keep hearing all this stuff about Snyder Cut and blah, blah, blah. Let me go check it out. And even though family be like, this is dark and demonic, they'll be like, okay, I'll check it out. It was dark and demonic, but it was still pretty good. So the general public's going to get more interested than they are with Marvel. Because Marvel right now, they're fucking up. You feel me? And I feel like right now, DC got the juice. They're going in. I feel like, in my personal opinion, the way AT&T was like, we gotta start making money. We gotta start doing all this woke. We gotta stop doing all this woke shit. Blah blah blah. Let's keep on making money. Let's keep on dropping content. And I had a feeling. I was talking about this with my friend Mike. I said I knew it. They were gonna freaking what was it? I knew they were going to come out with some heat because Marvel's been very, very quiet. Disney's been very, very quiet. I know they got Mulan. They're trying to rock with Mulan. But Mulan, no one gives a fuck about Mulan. Let's just keep it 100, right? So in the way everything's happening, DC was like banger, 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 banger. And Marvel's just quiet. They're quiet. And they know that if they keep being quiet, and all these films and TV shows are in production, and I guarantee you if these movies underperform or bomb, they're going to they're gonna go back and reverse a lot of stuff, and they're gonna exile a lot of these actors and actresses and get rid of their contracts or pay them out and stuff like that because they're not gonna bring in the money. You really think people are gonna deal with Brie Larson wilding out, saying I don't want 40-year-old white dudes telling me what to do after post-COVID? Do you really think they want to deal with Natalie Portman or Tessa Thompson and all these other people? No, they don't want to deal with all this woke shit. You feel me? They don't want to deal with all these people that are a PR nightmare. You feel me? So that's something that Disney and Marvel is gonna have to deal with going forward, where the DC actors, some of them besides Elizabeth Miller and freaking Amber Heard and all that stuff, but even Gal Gadot to a certain extent. But the point I'm trying to say is that DC, they're starting to get their crap together. And the problem is DC has been taking so many L's that, they could just take, like sometimes you gotta get your ass whooped before, you get up and come back even stronger. They just punch Marvel in the face, man. They just knocked them out, saying this. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. They're letting you know that, this is for the grown-ups. Zack Snyder was going after Scott Mendelsohn's on Forbes, whatever, about, the Justice League movie I saw was more blah, 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 and all this other shit, whatever. He's letting you know that this movie is for grown-ups. That movie you saw was a Saturday morning cartoon, and Snyder's clapping back, man. He's not holding back. He's letting you journalists and PR people know that I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm Snyder, baby, and I got the 4 horsemen of Zack Snyder, you feel me? So everybody who's a DC fan is happy. I'm happy. They got Static Shock. They got the whole lineup really, really good. And this lineup, to me, is way better than Marvel's Phase 4. You feel me? And you can tell that they're effing up because they need to get Spider-Man, they need to get Black Panther, they need to do all this and that because they don't have a hit. And I think the problem is Marvel put themselves in the foot. After you do 23 movies, 11 years, we go through this crazy roller coaster for all this time. I don't think people want to go through all. I don't think after post-COVID, race war, pandemic, it's a little different. You feel me? You're asking people to watch the movies, then buy Disney Plus. Then you release stuff in the movies and Disney Plus to buy the comics and the novels. Then they want you to go watch the Sony Spider-Verse Sinister Six thing because I guess they got some deal, whatever. Because Tom Holland's going to keep popping in and out with the Spider-Man and stuff like that. With Morbius and Venom. You're asking the general public a lot going forward. And the problem is they don't have another Avengers. They probably have another Avengers until probably 2026 or 2027. There's not another Avengers people are looking forward to, you feel me? And even if they do Avengers, is it going to be good? Who's the next villain that you guys have? Are you guys going to do Galactus? Are you guys going to do Doctor Doom? Are you guys going to do Magneto? You're not talking, or the all above and stuff like that. Who's your main bad guy that can compete with Thanos? Because I feel like Endgame, you guys threw all the sink. You threw all your cards in a basket with Endgame. You feel me? Avengers, Infinity War, which was good. But now you guys got to live up to those expectations. Okay, Endgame made $2.8 billion. Is the next Marvel movie going to make $3.8 billion? That's the position you guys put yourself in, man. So even though you guys did a great job, people have very, very high expectations. And it's what? The next movie we got is Black Widow. And I'm I'll see Black Widow whenever I see it, but I'm not going to the movie theater and getting coronavirus to go see it, you feel me? I'll pay to see it, but I'm not rushing to see it like that, you feel me? I'll catch it when I catch it. And that movie's a prequel. How many of these movies are going to be prequels? Eternal's going to be a prequel, Black Widow's going to be a prequel, Shang-Chi's going to be a prequel. So you guys are still relying on the current Phase 3. Even though you're done with the arc, you're still going back to Phase 3 to justify Phase 4. You feel me? So, in my personal opinion, I think DC fandom was really good. I thought they did a great job. I thought they did a better job than Marvel and Disney. I think Disney and Marvel have been a bunch of pussies right now. They haven't said anything. They're not even giving us any details about what's happening with these movies going forward. And they're just being a bunch of bitches. You feel me? It's just what it is. And I think DC can take the crown, man. I really think so. I think if, give it a couple years, DC could possibly take that crown. Unless Marvel comes out with some fire. I'm talking about if the Eternals is fire and all this other stuff, whatever, and these movies are really, the way we look at it, it's okay, the movies come out and they're good, but they're okay, but they're not amazing. If you watch these DC movies, they're really, really good, and they're whooping Marvel's ass, that's when you have a problem. Because there always switches, man. It's like politics, right? Democrat, Republican, switches back and forth. I feel like Marvel was dominating for 10, 11 years. Now it's time for DC to dominate for another 10 or 11 years. And if DC starts messing up, has a little crack and opening, start getting a little cocky, Marvel's going to come in there and swipe them again. You feel me? So again, we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comment section below. below. Make sure you rate and like the video and make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.